Ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes life doesn't go the way you expect it to. We all have those moments where we feel lost or stuck, moments where we wonder if there's any way out. But here's the truth: it's not the mistakes or the setbacks that define us. The first step in rebuilding yourself is acknowledging where you've been, but not staying there. Your past is a part of who you are, but it doesn't need to control your future. It's a chapter, not the whole story. Now, you might be thinking, but I can't change what's already happened, and that's right, you can't. But what you can change right now is your choice. Every single day you are given a fresh start. A new opportunity. You decide how you show up, you decide who you're going to be. Understand this, we're all flawed. We all have our own struggles, but it's those very flaws that can become your greatest strengths. Every scar, every failure, every setback, it's a part of the bigger picture. Those moments are there to teach you something about yourself, about what you're capable of and what you're meant to become. The key is to rise from those struggles. Don't let them break you. Use them to strengthen your foundation. Each difficulty is a lesson, a stepping stone that prepares you for the next level. And it's not easy, I won't lie to you. But nothing worth having ever comes without effort. Start by building a new vision. Picture the life you want to create and understand it won't happen overnight. But that's okay. Every little step you take brings you closer to the person you want to be. It's about setting goals not as distant dreams, but as practical, achievable steps. Every day is a chance to move forward. But you can't just wish for change, you have to commit to it. Consistency is the real game changer. Rebuilding yourself isn't something you can do once and walk away from. It's a choice you make every single day. You keep showing up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. And the people you surround yourself with, remember this, they make all the difference. Choose those who elevate you, those who push you to be better. The wrong people can drain you, hold you back. But the right ones will inspire you, challenge you, and remind you of who you are when you forget. And finally, embody resilience. You will fall, we all do. But the most powerful thing you can do is get back up. Every time you get up, you grow stronger. Resilience isn't about never falling, it's about having the courage to stand again. So rebuild yourself. The world might be a mess right now, but that doesn't mean you have to be. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to become who you were always meant to be. Take that first step today and keep moving forward. Sometimes we get so caught up in where we are that we forget to look at where we've been. We get wrapped up in the pressures of today, the weight of our failures, or the burden of things we can't change. But here's the thing, your past is not a prison, it's a lesson. Every mistake, every wrong turn, every hard choice you've made, those things don't define you. They've shaped you, yes, but they don't determine who you are now or who you will become. Acknowledge your past, but don't let it control your present. You are not your mistakes. You are not your regrets. What you've experienced doesn't have to dictate your future. It's easy to feel like the past is a heavy anchor, dragging you down, holding you back. But think of it like a tool, something you can use to propel you forward. The struggles you've been through, the hardships that once seemed unbearable, those are the very things that, when looked at with the right perspective, can empower you. You've survived, you're here, and that alone is proof that you have the strength to rebuild. But first, you have to let go of the idea that you need to stay in the past. You've learned what you needed to from it. You've felt the pain. Now, it's time to move on. Not forgetting what happened, but choosing to no longer be chained by it. It's not easy and might take time, but every day you take that step forward is a victory. The power of rebuilding starts with this simple truth: you are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. Your past is a part of you, but it's not the whole of you. You're not stuck. Every day and every decision, you have the chance to move past the things that once held you back. Acknowledge the lessons, accept the scars, but don't let them keep you from stepping into the person you're meant to be. Your story isn't over is still being written. Every single day, you are given a choice. It's one of the most powerful things you possess, this ability to choose. It doesn't matter what's happened before or what's going on around you right now. You have the power to choose how you respond, how you act, and where you put your focus. You may not control everything that comes your way, but you control how you meet it. That is an incredible thing. When life challenges you, you have the choice to be a victim of your circumstances or to rise above them. You have the choice to keep pushing forward, even when the road seems impossible. Life will throw obstacles in your path, some big, some small. But each time you encounter one, you have a choice to stay down or to get up and keep going, to let fear dictate your actions or to move through it with courage and purpose. The power of choice is in every moment. You choose how you view the world, you choose who you let into your life, you choose how you speak to yourself, whether with love or with harshness. You choose to let the past control you or to break free from it. In every decision, no matter how small it seems, you are shaping your future. Most people don't realize how much control they have. They allow the noise around them to dictate their actions, but you can break free from that. You can step into your own power and decide with each step that your story is not being written by circumstances or other people, but by the choices you make. The future you want is built on the decisions you make today, the ones that might seem difficult in the moment, but will lead you to something greater. Understand that no one is coming to save you. You are the one who decides when to take control. You have to stop waiting for things to change and start making the changes yourself. The good news is that it's never too late. No matter where you are in life, you can choose differently today. You can choose to rise, to fight, to create something new. It all starts with realizing that every moment holds the potential to change everything. The power is in your hands and it's up to you to use it. You've heard it before, and maybe you've even said it to yourself, I'm not perfect, but let's be honest, what does that even mean? Who decides what's perfect? Who defines what's right or wrong, strong or weak? The truth is, our flaws are not the burdens we often think they are. They are what make us real human, and most importantly, they make us unique. We live in a world that's obsessed with perfection. We're told what to look like, how to act, and what's considered acceptable. And along the way, we start believing that the parts of us that don't fit this narrow mold are somehow wrong, that they make us less than. But here's something you need to know: your flaws are your strength. It's easy to hide behind the idea of perfection because it feels safe, but real power comes from being authentic, from showing up exactly as you are, flaws and all, and not apologizing for it. Think about the most interesting people you know. Are they flawless? Probably not. What makes them stand out is how they own their imperfections. They wear them like a badge of honor. The way they've lived through challenges, made mistakes, and grown from them is what makes them compelling. It's the flaws that give depth to their story. It's what makes them relatable and real. If you can embrace your flaws, you can finally free yourself from the pressure to be perfect. You can stop hiding behind a mask, trying to meet an impossible standard. Instead, you get to show up as yourself, beautiful, messy, flawed, and powerful. The truth is, your flaws are often the things that give you your greatest strength. It's the way you've learned to cope, adapt, and overcome that makes you resilient. It's the mistakes you've made and the lessons you've learned that shape you into the person you are today. So stop trying to hide the parts of yourself that you think are broken. Don't be afraid to show your scars. Let them be reminders of your journey, of how far you've come, and how much strength you have. When you embrace your flaws, you stop letting them define you in a negative way. Instead, you begin to define them on your own terms. Your imperfections are not weaknesses, they are the pieces of you that make you whole, and they are what allow you to connect with the world in a deeper, more meaningful way. When you embrace them, you free yourself to be fully, unapologetically you. Life isn't always smooth sailing. In fact, sometimes it feels like we're drowning in the weight of it all. You might face moments where the pressure seems unbearable, where it feels like you've been knocked down one too many times. But I want you to hear this clearly: your struggles are not the end of your story, they are the very things that will fuel your rise. It's easy to want to avoid pain, to wish for life to be easier, but growth doesn't happen in comfort, it happens in the struggle. When life challenges you, when it pushes you to your limits, it's not there to break you. It's there to mold you into something stronger. The pain, the setbacks, the heartbreak, they are the things that shape your character, that sharpen your resolve. When you face difficulties, you learn more about who you are and what you're truly capable of. It's in those moments of darkness that you discover your inner strength, the strength that was always there, waiting to be uncovered. The thing is, we don't always see our potential until we're tested. We don't know how resilient we are until we're pushed to the edge and forced to keep going. But when you rise from your struggles, you realize that you have the power to weather any storm, to turn any hardship into a stepping stone. Struggles are inevitable, we all face them, but it's not the struggle that defines us, it's how we respond. Will you let it knock you down and keep you there, or will you rise and show the world that nothing can hold you back? It's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you stand up. It's about having the courage to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. The moment you choose to rise, you take control of your narrative. You decide that no matter what's happened, you will not be defined by your struggles. You will rise above them, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. Every setback is an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. So when life gets tough, don't run from it. Embrace it. Face it head on. Because the challenges you're facing today will be the story you tell tomorrow about how you overcame and became someone greater. It's not the absence of struggle that makes us strong. It's the way we rise from it that reveals our true power. There comes a point in life when you realize that the vision you've been holding on to no longer serves you. Maybe it's a dream that's faded, a goal that feels out of reach, or a direction that just doesn't fit where you are anymore. That's okay. It's okay to outgrow things, to leave behind what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. What matters now is building a new vision, one that excites you, challenges you, and makes you want to wake up each day with purpose. A new vision isn't about throwing everything away and starting over. It's about seeing beyond the circumstances, beyond the limitations you've placed on yourself or that others have placed on you. It's about recognizing that you are capable of so much more than you've allowed yourself to believe. To build a new vision, you first have to give yourself permission to dream again. You have to believe that what lies ahead is greater than what's behind. It's not about perfection, it's about direction. What do you want? Not just the surface level desires, but the deeper soul stirring things that make you feel alive. The things that make you passionate. The goals that get you excited, even if they scare you. Because true vision isn't about being comfortable. It's about stepping into something that stretches you, that pushes you to grow, to become more than you were yesterday. As you begin to build your new vision, don't be afraid to make it big. Dream boldly without fear of failure. The only way to grow is to set goals that are bigger than what you think you can achieve. Those goals may seem impossible at first, but with every small step you take toward them, you'll see just how much you are capable of. It's not the grand, sweeping gestures that will get you there. It's the consistent daily efforts that move you toward the life you want to create. A new vision also requires patience. It won't happen overnight. And there will be moments when it feels like you're not making progress, but in those moments, remind yourself that every small action is part of the bigger picture. Trust the process. Trust that the vision you're building is coming to life, even when it feels like it's not. It's all about taking that next step, then the next one, and the next one. Little by little, you will see that the life you've dreamed of is within your reach. And remember, it's your vision. It doesn't need to look like anyone else's. You don't need to compare your journey to anyone else's. What matters is that you are building something true to who you are, something that reflects your dreams and your desires. This is your life, and you have the power to create it in the way that only you can. So build a vision that excites you. Build a vision that pushes you to be the best version of yourself, because that vision is the life you're meant to live. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new beginnings, to set a big goal and feel that rush of motivation. But the real magic, the real transformation happens in the quiet, often overlooked moments when you show up, day after day, no matter how you feel. It's in those small, consistent actions that the groundwork for success is laid. We all want the big rewards, the breakthroughs, the achievements, the success. But too often we forget that these things are built on a foundation of small, steady steps. The truth is, success isn't about making giant leaps every single day. It's about making progress, however small, with unwavering commitment, and it's about showing up even when it feels like nothing is changing, even when it feels like the world is moving faster than you are, and progress seems so slow that you wonder if it's even worth it. But here's the thing, consistency is what makes the difference. It's what separates those who achieve from those who give up. When you commit to consistency, you're saying to yourself, I'm in this for the long haul. It's not about what happens today, or even this week. It's about what happens today, or even this week. It's about what happens when you look back a year from now, 5 years, 10 years. It's about the compound effect of all the choices you make one day at a time. Even on days when the results don't show up immediately, you're still building something. You're laying bricks for a future that you will see eventually, as long as you stay the course. The journey won't always be glamorous. Some days will be hard and you'll wonder if it's worth the effort. But that's when consistency is tested the most. It's when you're tired, frustrated, or discouraged that your commitment truly matters. Those are the moments when the decision to keep going will define who you become. Because it's in the consistent, everyday actions, when you feel like quitting, when you feel defeated, that you are building strength, discipline, and resilience. You are becoming the person who doesn't back down. Every time you make the choice to keep going, even when it's difficult, you're reinforcing a habit. You're teaching yourself that you can count on your own perseverance. You're showing the world that nothing can shake your determination. And that's what leads to greatness, not talent, not luck, but the quiet power of showing up every day, doing the work, and staying true to your goals. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about making the commitment to keep going even when the road feels long and the finish line feels far away. But remember, every step you take, every choice to keep pushing forward, is one step closer to the life you're building. And it's that consistency, that unwavering commitment to your dreams, that will carry you through. The people you surround yourself with have an incredible impact on who you become. The energy you allow into your life, whether positive or negative, shapes your mindset, your actions, and even your belief in what's possible. Energy is contagious. It can lift you up or tear you down, inspire you or hold you back. That's why it's crucial to be intentional about the people you let into your circle. Think about the people in your life right now. Are they the ones who encourage you to dream big, who push you to be better, who support you even when you stumble? Or do they drain your energy, fill your mind with doubt, and make you question your worth? The truth is, we all carry energy, and when we're around people who radiate positivity, ambition, and love, we can't help but absorb that energy. But when we're around negativity, gossip, and pessimism, that energy infiltrates our thoughts and actions, often without us even realizing it. The energy of the people around you will either align with your vision and goals or pull you further from them. When you're around people who are constantly striving for more, who see the world with hope and possibility, you begin to adopt that same mindset. You start to believe that things are possible, that you can overcome challenges, and that your dreams are not only worth pursuing, they're achievable. On the other hand, when you're surrounded by those who focus on limitations, who dwell on what's wrong with the world and with themselves, it becomes harder to keep your own energy high. Negative energy is like a weight, slowing you down, making every step feel heavier. But you have the power to change that. You have the power to choose who you allow into your life. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be your best, who lift you up when you fall, and celebrate your victories with you. Find the ones who believe in your dreams, even when you're not sure yourself. These are the people who will help you grow. who will encourage you to keep going when things get tough, and who will remind you of your strength when you forget. It's not about being surrounded by perfection, it's about being around people who have the right energy, those who are striving to better themselves, who are working towards something greater, who bring positivity and light into your world. These are the relationships that fuel you, that make you want it. In the end, the energy you surround yourself with will shape the life you create. You have the power to choose who you spend your time with, who influences your thoughts, and who fuels your ambitions. By consciously surrounding yourself with positivity, inspiration, and the right people, you create an environment where growth, strength, and success can flourish. Protect your energy. Cultivate relationships that empower you, challenge you, and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. When you do this, you not only transform your own life, you begin to inspire and uplift everyone around you. So, take a moment today to evaluate the energy in your life and make the choices that will lead you to a brighter, more powerful future.